I'm Doug Boyle for SalesLabs. We have with us today Rick Terry, whose career I've followed with great interest over the last 15 years as he's worked from small to medium-sized companies, and now is working as a team coach and evangelist for one of the most respected and largest companies on the planet. Rick, welcome.
Thank you, Doug.
What should a sales meeting really be used for, Rick?
I think the essence of a good sales meeting is delivering back to the team some value add to them. Things that the sales manager has been able to observe either by just looking at the team in general, or maybe when he's been out on the road with them, things that he's observed in sales calls, and then reflecting that back to the team, giving them an opportunity to be trained, coached, mentored on particular subjects, particular topics where they may be weak. And that can be external people like yourself. It can be that you get the more experienced people in the team to share their experiences with the more junior members. Even get them doing role plays together so that they can learn from each other. I think the important thing of a sales meeting though is bonding the team and helping people to learn from each other, whatever the techniques are that they need. So some will have problems opening an opportunity, some will have problems progressing an opportunity, and others may have problems closing an opportunity. Making sure that you've got coaching around the subjects that are relevant to your team members, and if different team members have got different things, maybe you're going to need to cover all of those things.
Tell us what a typical agenda for a sales meeting might be.
I think the important thing is everybody needs to be given some public praise or some public warning over success from the previous reporting period, week, month, quarter, depending on how your business is run. But make that as short as possible. Don't bore people too much. Sales guys have very short attention spans in general. They want to be interested in what's going to be happening next, and they're interested always in the future, not in the past. Last month's deals were in this month's paycheck, but they're worried about next month's deals for the paycheck after that. So trying to not to spend too much time on the history stuff. One of the key elements I've always found to make a good successful meeting is to have people come in from outside, to give them a different perspective, and that can be not just product training and coaching from that point of view, but actually some life skills coaching. One of the other things in an agenda I think is important is lunch. Giving people an opportunity to sit around together and talk and eat, and to break down some of those barriers, not having that formalized part. They'll come and talk to the sales manager, and the sales manager can eavesdrop on conversations, and you'll learn far more from interacting in that way than you will do in that formal, stifled environment. I know a lot of people will give opportunities for people to report on their territory. To be perfectly honest, I'm not convinced that that is a successful way of working. It's important to the salesman to tell people how wonderful he is and how well he's doing, but all of his colleagues really want to just wait and go and tell everybody else how wonderful they are. So use that kind of stuff in the single one-to-one reviews. So keep that stuff for face-to-face, and really just talk about the company, talk about the industry, talk about some new areas. Inevitably, you're going to have some kind of product updates or product training, but again, sales guys want to be as fairly light on that as possible. What they're interested in is how do they find new prospects, how do they find new customers. If you can help them to do that, how do they close deals, give them some training around that, and maybe you could to do some scenarios, maybe work in some workshops. Those sorts of things are a useful use of their time.